Folks in Georgia are honoring President Jimmy Carter today as he lies in repose in Atlanta ahead of his funeral later this week here in Washington. Senior correspondent Jonathan Seri is live at the Carter Center with more. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi there, Mike. People going into the Carter Center to view the casket and pay their respects are finding that the atmosphere is quiet and dignified, but also joyful. After all, this is a celebration of a 100-year-long life, very well lived. The people visiting the former president's casket include longtime friends as well as people who never met him, yet felt touched by his life and legacy. We spoke with one woman who traveled all the way from Minnesota.
Everything from his work in the Boundary Waters to work for people with disabilities, and really just defining what you do after the presidency, I think is pretty amazing. So I wanted to come and say thank you.
On the way to Atlanta Saturday, a motorcade carried the former president's casket past his boyhood farm just outside Plains, Georgia. It made a brief stop outside the Georgia Capitol building, where Mr. Carter served as governor between 1971 and 1975, prior to a successful run for president in 1976. But when planning his own funeral, the former president selected the Carter Presidential Center as the place he wanted his body to lie in repose.
These buildings, as you all know, are filled with his life, not just because this is a museum to his life, and not just because there's a collection here of his beloved paintings, but his spirit fills this place.
On Tuesday, the former president's casket will travel to Washington, D.C., where he will lie in state in the U.S. Capitol Rotunda until his state funeral Thursday morning at the Washington National Cathedral. Later that day, Mr. Carter's body will return to his hometown of Plains for a private memorial at Maranatha Baptist Church, the church where he frequently taught Sunday school. And then later that same day, his body will be interred at the family plot right next to his wife, Rosalind, his wife of 77 years. He'll be buried underneath a willow tree near the couple's residence where they had lived for many years. Mike?
Jonathan Seri live in Atlanta. Jonathan, thanks very much.